Chef Wonderful here in the garden, and I'm really excited today. Do you know why? We're going to be cooking one of the most primal and important dishes mankind has ever eaten, a fresh garden salad. Now, the one I'm talking about is unique. You may not know this, but some of the oldest people on earth alive today are found in the Middle East, specifically in the Mediterranean on islands that are quite steep. They have to walk a lot. They eat a lot of olive oil, they eat a lot of fresh vegetables, a lot of fish, and they live past 100 years old. This is one of the reasons. Today I'm going to make you a Greek salad I learned how to make when I was a child living on the island of Cyprus. We would often eat this for lunch. The ingredients have to be all 100% fresh. Now, I don't fool around when it comes to fresh. Herbs and spices, I grow my own. That's why we're right here. You see these pots? I make sure that every day if I need mint, if I need parsley, if I need oregano, I've got it. I come out with the basket and I cut my own. I tell you, this is the way to go. I want a little fresh mint. Ooh la la. Oh, c'est bon. You know, when you just take a leaf like that and you smell that it's so deliciously fresh and sweet and minty. All right, here we go. Let me introduce you to the ingredients today. First of all, the basic core to this salad, it doesn't have any lettuce in it. This is made from the core fundamentals of the Mediterranean diet. We're going to have some pepper, cucumbers, you can decide which ones you like, all kinds of different tomatoes, and I've chosen some heirloom tomatoes, the classic red onion, but here's the secret that so many people don't know anything about. There's a spice in the Middle East called za'atar. Za'atar, exactly. It's spelled Z-A-A-T-A-R. Now this is a very fundamental, basic, it's been around for thousands of years, and it's the spice that gives all kinds of flavor to all kinds of different dishes. So with the heirloom, the whole concept here of these Greek salads is chunkiness. You don't want razor thin tomato, you want chunky. Everything's chunky bunky about this salad because you're putting it into a salad inside a pita later on. So you want that chunky bunky action. So the best way to start with the tomato is take off the top, give it a little base on the bottom, and now cut into chunks, all right? Don't be afraid to experiment. Time will help you. Look at the chunkiness here. Now we're going to go to the cuke. This is the core to any Mediterranean salad. You want to start with cucumber. Now, you take the two bottoms off using your blade, but remembering the chunk is the bunk. And what I like to do with this piece is often just test the cuke. I'll eat the back end like it's almost a pickle. Mmm! Mmm! Spectacular! Mmm! Now, at this point, you're going to do something very interesting. You're going to introduce to these first elements a little bit of the za'atar. Even though the za'atar will be coming into the actual dressing, what I like to do is tease the vegetables with a little sprinkle of the za'atar so that the flavor starts to be introduced right into the flesh of the tomato and the vegetable, all of it. Of course, the onion. Red onions are a huge debate in the salad community when they talk about this because some people don't like the taste of onion. In this particular dish, I love it. It adds a crunchiness to it. Now on the chunky bunky side on this, I don't want big chunks of onion. They're too overpowering. I want to go thinner, almost string-like. That's what I like. So I cut the onion so that I can do the medallions and form little ringlets. That's what works. Now, this is where the real secret starts. A lot of people think, oh, well, I'll just buy some dressing. I'm going to be using a juicer for the first 2 lemons, and then I'm going to hand squeeze the last one, that's one of my secrets, to get a little pulp, a little personality, a little texture into the actual dressing. So we start with the classic, just take a lemon, cut it in half, put it in the juicer, see like this. And of course the juicer takes out the pulp. Now here's another little secret. A lot of people think, well, you just put lemon and olive oil together. Here's a really interesting way to go. If you want to introduce a different element, something that people say, what is that? I'm not sure what you've done there. That's when you introduce a little drop of lime juice. Now I'm using a really crazy expensive olive oil called Olio Reserva. It's from Flore. This is brought to America by a man named Frank Giustra, who absolutely loves his trees in Italy, and he has this handmade. The price he charges for this is a joke. It's ridiculously expensive, but is it worth it? I have to admit, yes. It's spectacular. But I'm using it because when it comes to olive oils, let me tell you a little secret. You should always put a little bit on your finger like this, just a little taste of the virgin oil. Oh, magnificent! What we're looking for here is a grassiness, a unique flavor that these trees had when they were pollinated and grew into olives. And so you get this beautiful, you know, I must tell you something, olive oil is like wine. You really have to understand the differences of the varietals. This is a particularly beautiful, grassy, gorgeous virgin olive oil. I keep it in my wine cellar, as a matter of fact. What am I going to do now? I'm going to introduce it to the lemon. Here we go. Now, what's the right what percentage should all be olive oil? It's going to float on top of the lemon. There is no specific amount that you put in. You have to have a feel. I generally like to see about around a third, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk into it a little bit of the za'atar. Now this is very important. You want a very tiny little whisk, something small, surgical in precision. You want to take just a little amount out, like this. You know, what is that, a teaspoon? There's a lemon seed I'm going to get rid of. How'd that get in there? Okay, here we go. I'm putting it on top. You see the little sesame seeds? They're toasted. Ooh la la. Excellent. Now, I'm whisking it together to get this into a suspension. All right? There's still a lot of lemon in there, so that's going to be very tart, but I don't mind that necessarily. But wait, we're not finished. We're almost finished. Remember, we went into the jardin and we got some mint. Remember this? Oh, fresh mint. And hand rip them right down the leaf. A little parsley. Now this is just a preference. A lot of people say, oh, what are you doing with parsley in the salad? I said, what I'm doing is I'm adding different textures. Now, we are there. This looks spectacular. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you a pita pocket. This is a mountain bread from the Middle East. Everybody's seen pitas. And we're going to just quickly take it, cutting it in half, all right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the salad, pour some of this fantastic dressing, fresh. Ooh la la! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Then we're going to just, honey, can you get me the little flipper deals? So what I want to do here is just, I'm not beating it up, I don't want to bruise it, I just want to make sure that all the elements of this salad are covered with that fantastic dressing I made. Now, I haven't introduced the olives for a specific reason. First, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill up a pocket, mix it up with the big chunks. You're just introducing tomato with those peppers, with the onions. It all goes into the pita pocket. Then you take out of the brine a few of the olives and you top it on top. Now, if you wanted feta cheese, you could do that too, but I'm not doing that. I've decided to go total vegan on the first bite. All right, here we go. I'm going to make a mess here, so I'm going to put this bowl under it. Oh my, oh! The onion, the olives, the cucumbers, the pepper, the pita, the za'atar. Oh, I have to have another bite. This reminds me of my youth like you have no idea, walking up amongst the sheep and goats to the top of the mountain in the cypress pines, in the beautiful sunshine, and having this for lunch. It is so, oh. I just wanted to get you through the whole experience. This salad, you can't go wrong with it. Everybody in your family is going to love this. The secret was the za'atar and a little bit of the lime juice in the lemon and great olive oil. Okay, so what do you think?
It's really good. A little, falling apart, but
It's tactile. It's just hard to eat sometimes. It falls apart, but that's part of what makes it special.
it's really good.
Very, very tasty.
Very hands-on.
From my family to yours, we'll see you soon.
Whoa, whoa, okay.
What goes absolutely great with a Greek salad like this? Well, it's a fantastic O'Leary white zin. It's a blush wine. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've chilled it because I know it's going to be spectacular. Oh, nectar. Perfect nectar.